see an option?
Okay, I just started it.
Oh, cool.
So yes, we what was I saying? Oh yeah. So anybody that you meet now that shops or doesn't shop is a perfect opportunity to book for January and February. So I know it sounds kind of crazy to have that on the brain, but really it's so great. And the sooner that you do book your January calendar, the easier it is versus wait, as it starts to get around December 10th, December 12th, December 15th, people kind of want to shut down and not think past December 25th or New Year's Day. So it's so true. And then you kind of have to wait till after that to book, and then you can book. But it's so nice to go into the holiday knowing you have a couple. So that's the great thing about being out, about being present, because everybody needs gifts wherever they are. I mean, this afternoon, I was just telling Holly, my daughter wants to go get a pedicure. It'd be so great if there was like a lady selling something there that I could purchase, something for my sisters or my BFFs or, just something that I could grab. So it's nice to be out where you're present. So let me start though with my little list of top things. First thing is being a personal shopper, being that elf right now, being that person of service. And really, it's all about mindset. So take a second to kind of get yourself in that mindset of, I want to help people because now is a busy time. I can be that answer to somebody needing to get something done off their list. Like I can be that person. And I'll be honest, it takes a couple of reach outs. Like if you're gonna reach out through text or a phone call, it can take a couple. And I'll give you an example that I just thought of while I had to admit I was showering right before this call. So I looked actually decent. Holly saw me first thing. I didn't look at you, Keith, this morning.
You looked fab.
No.
Good.
So anyway, I'm fine now. But I got a text from do y'all have Keep over there? And do you have Keep? Our sister brand, Keep?
No. Okay. We don't have it over here. No.
Okay, so we have our sister brand, which is Keep Collective here in the US. And I had purchased from somebody's website, somebody that was actually going for a promotion that I'm really close with. I purchased from one of her designers' websites. I don't even remember when. That person, who I don't know, it's fine, texted me 2 nights ago. Hey, I just wanted to check in if you're needing, I hope you love your Keep. If you're needing anything for the holidays, here's our new engravable Keep pieces. And of course, being in the business, I was like, you go, girl. Good for you. You were doing the reach out. But I didn't reply. Okay. I'm sitting on the couch. My husband and I are shopping for doorknobs for our new house. I didn't reply. I don't need anything from this girl because really I don't know her. My Keep person is Lee. But I was just helping her. Well, then I started thinking, you know what? If she reached out to me again, then I would kind of feel bad. And I would want to say, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I didn't respond the first time because I genuinely was busy. And I would say something like, I usually shop from Lee or, but thank you so much. I shopped that one time. Like I would give her a response and kind of shame on me that I didn't the first time. But Michael and I were busy. Like it was nothing at her. And I was thinking about that in the shower thinking, that is the reality, you guys, of just how life works and why
busy people
and a lot of stimuli coming in at all times. My daughter here today with me. I've got texts, Facebook messages, the phone rings, and then you have your normal to-do list. So anyway, reach outs are super key, but it's also good to not just stop at one. I mean, that's why we talk about the 10-4, even with sales. It's so key. And as you drop those seeds here over the next, few days, week, 2 weeks, then they start to grow. So as they start to remember who they need to shop for, start to struggle with what to get that person, you're going to come to mind because you've already planted that seed and come into their universe. So the personal connection, the personal reach out, and that being of service mindset is really just key. So if you don't have anything on your books right now, this is something, that girl was doing it from her phone 2 nights ago. There was a girl, we did the same call Monday night here, US time, so y'all were sleeping. But there was a girl, Lucy Sandor, who just had knee surgery. She professor. And so she's usually working. And she's like, this has been awesome. I'm sitting recouping. And she's been able to text. Like, I mean, you know, so personal reach out. Second thing is, and I mentioned this to Holly earlier, is reach out to your open trunk show guests. Okay, so like let's say you had if you still have an open trunk show from last week or even 2 weeks ago that's not quite closed yet. We just had the amazing December trunk show exclusive offers announced that are to die for. So why not email all those guests that attended, hey, I hope you've loved your Stella and Dot. We just had these announced. It's a great deal. If you're needing additional gifts, I would love to help you, okay? Or if you've got their cell phone from when you took their order, you could do the same thing. You know, reach out to them. Those that came, those that didn't come. Obviously, the ones that didn't come, you might not have their number, but you could ask the hostess, hey, you know, we've had this amazing deal come out. Your show's still open. You know, would you mind texting this to your guests to see if anybody wants to take advantage? Her rewards will increase. So why not get her working for you? And
That's
I've got,
because sorry to interrupt.
No, go please.
So I did an online style session last week because she had to cancel the in-person one because people couldn't make it. I said, let's make it online, and it hasn't qualified yet. And I have posted the picture, I think, on the event page on Facebook, but actually for her to do personal reach outs would be probably more effective. And I think I met her, I think it was her mother-in-law was at my event on Friday at Bix that I did. And she said, oh, I'm Victoria Thomas's mother-in-law. I was like, oh, cool. Did you see, you know, because I'd done it was like the night before I'd done the online one and she hadn't shopped yet. And I said, oh, we'll have a look. And there are some offers coming, but I haven't followed up. And it's so true what you're saying about actually all these little things. It's about following up. Like a lady on one of the mums that dances, the kids that dance with Amelia, I did their school Christmas fair on Sunday, and she's bought a few bits from me for Christmas shopping, but she saw the Zoe Larrett. That's the only reason I'm wearing it today. I never wear it because I knew I was seeing her tonight. And she said, oh, I'm going to ask my husband to get it for me. She's deciding between this and the Riyadh. And so I purposefully changed and put this on earlier because I knew I would see her at dance. And I said, oh, the Celine wrap bracelet you want is back in stock tomorrow. Have you decided on the necklaces yet? And she said, oh, I'm thinking the black one. I said, oh, I've got it on so you can have a look. And so I have said to her, you know, if we could do it tomorrow, that would be really helpful because I'm trying to reach an end of month goal. And she was like, okay, I'll have a think. So I will then
good for
send
you
another message tomorrow.
It out there because
yeah,
I just have to say, like, you said that so eloquently. Like you weren't weird. You weren't like, well, I'm trying to reach this goal. Could you please order? You just said it like trying to reach this goal. If you want to order it this week, you know, or today by the end of the month, I'd be thrilled. So good for you. You know, I think the reason and let me just say this before we move on to the next one is the reason that the continuous follow-up is so important. Obviously, you get more results. But secondly, I coach stylists all day. And I feel like the biggest thing people get stuck on is the no responses. And they feel like a no response is a slap in the face. And I get it. I mean, I get it. I'm not trying to say that I'm immune to that feeling. I have felt it too. But the reality is that's not what creates our success. And so it's continuing to do the action and following the steps that create the success.
And people don't mean it. So I had messaged Jilly.
Oh, yeah.
So our other friend from dancing was going to see on Saturday, it was Saturday the fair, was going to see the girl's husband on Saturday night and mention it for me because she'd said, can you tell my husband? And then I messaged her on Sunday night because Mel said, oh, I haven't heard back. She was speaking to her husband about it, messaged her. So I messaged her, hadn't heard anything. I think I sent her a second message. I'm doing an order tonight. Did you want me to add it? Hadn't heard anything. And then I saw her tonight and it wasn't weird at all. She just said, oh, I'm still deciding. I can't decide. So it's not like she was like, oh, you're hassling me. It was just like, oh,
right. Such a good point. Okay, so let's talk about number 3. This has actually been my focus for the day. I went live looking like a fool earlier, but this is to help men shop. So now is the perfect time to start reaching out to men. And going back to what we were just talking about is it might take a few reach outs, but men need help. I mean, there was a gal in our downline, Kelsey, who texted yesterday. She got a $400 order from a man. She was like, "You are so right. They need help." And so who do you know? And I'm going to read off. Holly helped me make a list earlier today of different men in our lives. We actually came up with a good one, so I'll post it, Holly. But
brother is a good one. I managed that with my brother.
Brother-in-law, your dad, your uncle, your friends' husbands, your BFF husbands,
boss,
your boss, neighbors, you know. And the fun thing about neighbors too is you can even offer to ship it to you and then wrap it for them, like hold it for them and wrap it and deliver it a couple days before Christmas. Holly had said your husband's work colleagues, husband's friends. I thought about, like, what about your children's sporting events? You know, what about their coaches that are involved in that? Your doctor, your attorney, your realtor, your accountant. You know, and I posted this on the Team Ruby page, and Jody Mann came back and said, "Oh my God, I'm reaching out to my real estate broker because she just bought a house." She said, "We literally were texting daily." And I thought, oh my God, me too. So I texted my mortgage broker, and he came back and said, "Okay, I'll take a look. You better believe I'm going to be following up with him because I just made him a lot of money." So not that he owes me anything, but I know how men are. Like, he's at work right now. He's not thinking about shopping for his wife. He's going to be thinking about that like December 15th. So the reach outs that you can do now related to men will really build. And the thing about men is that they'll shop larger. They'll shop larger bulk. They're going to spend more money than, you know, somebody buying for their sister or for their, you know, mom. Typically, they're going to spend more money. So shop for men. Okay.
You know, I think shout out to Ali, who's on the call. I think Ali has been reaching out to her friends' husbands.
Good for you, Ali.
With wish lists and stuff. So.
And there's some words again that we can share, and some images. Well, actually, the images have dollars. So Holly, I might lean on you to provide some that have your currency because it won't be relevant. Okay, so birthday reminders. So I have to be really transparent. I have not been a big birthday reminder stylist. And it's just for no reason except for the fact that there's so many other things we can do. Because I sell a lot. So, but I mean, I guess I could be selling more. So, but I've really gotten inspired with this birthday gift because I feel like the Celestial Choker is more, it is more exciting than the wishing bracelet.
Have you not seen what's for December?
No.
Our December hostesses are getting the pale blue Charlotte pendant.
Are you serious?
Yeah, which is amazing.
Okay.
Funny you say that. I've just posted on my VIP page, who's got a birthday in December. You need to go online and put it in.
Oh my gosh, for sure. Because people will want to take advantage of that. That is awesome. Well, okay, so reach out to those people. And if you're wanting to get sales in for November, in fact, I got to remind this today. If you're wanting to get sales in for November, do it. Like, reach out to them, remind them through text. Hey, don't forget, you know, you get a birthday gift from Style & Dot, spend $40 or whatever it is for you guys, and you get this for free. And then Jody Mann she is a master at the birthday thing. She sends them a cart. I mean, because they're customers, she puts 40, she says, "I'm going to send you a cart. I'll put the choker in there and you just add something of $40 value." Bam.
We that.
But that's right. You guys don't have the add the cart. Well, let me tell you.
I've realized I've got 12 people on my. I just had a look. 12 people and only one person's used it.
And you have a goal this month.
I do.
Selling, yeah. So that's something you can do tonight or tomorrow. Okay. So then the last thing is booking pop-ups. Okay. So right now, I mean, like I said in the very beginning, being out and about is key. There was even a stylist that posted a picture that she was at a trampoline park. She had set up at her kid's trampoline park. And I was like, you know, it's just so smart. I had another stylist text me this morning that she was at a bar studio at 5:30 this morning.
Jesus. Doing a pop-up?
Doing a pop-up. Because that's the busy, you know, that's when a lot of women go. And so I don't know how many hours she was there today. And she texted me pictures. She was styling the yoga gear. It was the cutest thing. Anyway, but where could you go? What? Uh-oh, did I lose y'all? Are you there? Okay, there you are. Where could you go? A salon, a gym, your kid's dance studio, your gymnastics studio, a real estate, like offices, real estate office, a title office, an office building. A lot of offices in our downtown Dallas will let you come in, and especially this time of year, because again, people are trying to shop. Could you set up in their lobby? Could you go into, where's a place that has a lot of men? Definitely once you get to about December 5th, 10th, 15th, those guys are going to need to be shopping. So who could you reach out to schedule a pop-up? A customer that that works somewhere, a friend, a hostess. So those are some great ideas. Here's the last. This is the bonus idea. Go through your list and see your customers and sort by who has store credit, because there are people in there that have store credit. I guarantee it. Reach out to them, remind them that they have store credit. We get PQV on store credit. Okay. Did you know that? And most likely they're going to buy more. So those are just some additional people that you can reach out to. They're going to love you for reminding them that they've got Stella and Dot store credit, because they've probably forgot.
Is it just on the extra they spend, isn't it? Use it with store credit.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So, so those are my top. Those are plenty of things to give you lots of ammunition, lots of sales, and share those with your teams as well. So, Allie, I know you're there, and you probably have kids running around or the dishwasher running or whatever. But we're glad that you joined. I don't know if there's any questions. That there's a chat on the bottom if anybody has any questions, or Holly, if you want to add anything.
No, I think that's great. Thank you, Christy. I think you're right. I think reaching out, like I know some of us, or quite a few of us, are trying to get last minute November volume. So reaching out to the men, the birthday thing, that's genius. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And also making sure that people that in your VIP group or whoever their birthdays are in the system for December, because that'll make December better.
I'm writing that down.
And also just booking in more. I think like the pop-ups a really good thing, because I think most people haven't started Christmas shopping. The fairs I've been doing, people are just looking.
Right,
I know I haven't really started, so I think actually going into the next couple of weeks it's going to get busier. So I think actually I'm doing a pop-up in the gym on Friday, so I think it's getting into gyms, offices. I think you're right, people where there are men, because so true, men don't shop till the last minute.
No.
So I think really hitting the men is great.
And here's the last thing I'll say about the men thing. So make notes of who you reach out to for men, and keep a little folder, or some way, because come about December 10th, I'd reach out again for sure, because they need that, and that is when your orders will start coming in. Don't wait till like December 17th. Reach out, earlier December, but definitely reach out again. So, okay, here we go.
Brilliant. Thank you, Christy.
Thank you, guys. And I'll get this converted, and we'll post it on the page for those that want to watch.
Amazing.
Okay.
Perfect.
Bye, guys.